You are listening to Let's Go, the weekly anime podcast about weekly anime from Dynamite in the Brain and Secret of the Sailor Madness. So come along and hang with the Let's Go gang. It's Dwayne.
Hello.
It's Niall.
Howdy.
And it's me, Brian. And on this episode, we are talking about the anime that aired and that we watched between February the 7th and February the 13th, 2026. Starting with Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider, episode 18, I'll Fight Shocker 2. In which we left our security guards and their former Yakuza boss about to be attacked by
a horde of
idols who have been turned into shocker combatants, and so they have to flee, and then he transforms to fight them and then gets kicked in the head by Tojima, who's mistaken him for a shocker combatant himself.
Not mistaken him, he's correctly seen, I found you, Shocker. And it's like, no, it's those guys actually is the problem. And he has to untransform and say, it's me, that guy you know. If you can help my boys here.
Yeah, the three women kick him in the back, and then Tojima just punches them in the face. While our lad goes, Kamen Rider, punch, yeah, punch.
It's going to punch. Yep, that does punch. Yep. Yeah.
He doesn't take the wind out of his sails, but it is a funny bit. But like the punches they're very good. There's one where like he punches her, she flips backwards, skids along the road, and then sort of like hops off it. And I was just like, oh, that's really very satisfying.
Yeah, I don't spare anybody. Think, there's always like
no.
anime ladies around. They're going to spare. Nope, they get like caved in the same as any other goon in this in the show. It's like straight in. Like one of them shows up later when they regroup and gang back up and again. Just got all those teeth got knocked out, all gone. Like they're all just all like jagged and busted inside there.
I would assume an idol has good dental plan. I hope so.
The Shocker. Well, I think Shocker does is discontinuable because Batman teeth. He'd be pretty advocating for that a lot. I think.
So yeah, I was going to say he beats off the ladies. That's not the correct thing to say. He beats up the Shocker combatants. And then your man's like, hey, cool, can we crash at your place? Because, like, we're on the run from Shocker. And he's just like, I don't want to do that. You are definitely Shocker. And you are definitely at least ex gangsters. Yeah, exactly. Like, I literally fucking got inspired to wear the mask and beat up Shocker because you guys were doing crimes calling yourself Shocker. But they asked the Kamen Rider for a favor. They're in danger. He's like, I gotta help him though. But he's most so complaining to the dude at his family restaurant of like, man, this is bullshit. Why do I have to do this?
That's what being a hero means.
Yeah.
But he passes on the information he's learned from the cow and the lads that Shocker has, or Batman specifically, is running this management company for idols, and this is ringing bells in Yukarisu's memory. She's like, yeah, I think that's the guy who turned me into a combatant, which further makes Mitsuba angry. And
never ends with this dude is Batman. It's going to be a fat man. He's going to be a dead man when I get my hands on him.
Yeah, he's so many different kinds of revenge to take on this Batman. But yeah.
And Tojima explains that we've got to team up to defeat them. We can't just do it alone like I was trying.
And your man's immediately excited, like the images of Kamen Riders of past teaming up at various things. It's like, oh shit, a team up! Hell yeah.
The crossover movies were always killer. Yeah, you're damn right. We should totally do this.
And then we swing across to a local forest where Komoto and Hakioku are training together.
Johnzy.
As Spider-Man.
I assume it's a local park based on how the distance to your one's apartment. But
possibly the same place where the brother and sister got into a fight.
Spider-Man is jumping around, kind of like a Spider Colon man. It's not Colon, Spider Dash man, because he's like hopping off trees and doing things. But your man has his crap. What is it?
Was it
I forgot his martial art. Hikwan, yeah.
Hikwan, yeah.
Okay, he's got his special martial art, and Spider-Man's just like, "You're like human. How are you doing this shit?" And it's just like, "Well, I always loved fighting so much. I got so good at fighting. There was no one left to fight. So I was starving on the street, depressed, and then an angel saved me, and I will not rest until I make her the kind of ramen that brings her ultimate bliss." By which I mean we're going back to her apartment, which we both live in now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make ramen for both of us
Yep,
because
made
I'm
us
trying
dinner.
new recipes, and you
Yeah.
give me a bit of feedback if that's cool.
Yeah,
Something
it's
wrong, right?
an amazing image of the pair of them sat in the middle of that room, eating noodles.
The initial shot of these two silver-haired foxes in suits beating the shit out of each other in a cool woodland fight, and then doing that in like the cutesiest room, sitting down to dinner in the cutesiest room possible, and it's just like they were more in place in the woods in the look of them than they were in this fucking place. Yeah.
And in this like contest, it's like in this thing they're like imagined like romantic rivals for the affections.
Yeah.
It's this probably not even thinking of it in that way. It's just like this is the way it's coming across to her. That's the way it's being presented here without what you even realizing it. You fell off into a whole other fandom, dudes.
Yeah. They are in a different fucking show by the look of it.
Yeah, but I think this scene is here to like this is why because the
Yes.
cows commented on Tojima's strength and he doesn't understand how how a normal human could be so strong, and it's because he also has the passion, but perhaps he does not have the training.
And it's the idea that Spider-Man kind of comes along the idea of it's like, okay, so it's like the human heart and that desire, that burning passion that makes you stronger. Okay, I've learned something new. I don't know how that works as a giant spider in a human skin, but I'm getting there.
What is guts? I do not know.
But presumably he was a man at one point.
Yeah. But I mean, he doesn't seem to remember. A lot of the Shocker ones, there's a lot of gaps in.
Yeah, because brainwashing, which just seems to happen automatically for the combatants. But yeah, we don't know if the origins of these two Shocker monsters do match exactly how it happens in the manga and the TV show.
Is there a real like career ladder here where you do like you get recruited as a combatant, then you get promoted to monster?
There's one combatant who has that opinion in this episode, so yeah.
I think generally you kidnapped and you turned into a cyborg monster is and then brainwashed to behave like a cyborg monster because that's what Kamen Rider is, a guy that happened to but didn't get the brainwashing, so instead he uses his new abilities to beat Shocker up. Anyway, meanwhile, a load of idols have rolled up to Tojima's house to kill the cow's underlings.
Yeah, because wherever the cow is, they can follow, because being a combatant, they can just automatically sense wherever they are, so they'll always be able to track them down. So the boys think, you gotta save yourself, Anarchy. You gotta save yourself. We'll hold them off. We'll just press our faces like into their heaving bosoms and hold them back.
If we're going to go out, we're going to go out copping fields, is basically how they've decided to end their life. And they're in there, they're holding them back, by which I mean holding the women's tits back, while also getting punched in the face repeatedly, understandably. And it's kind of like he's just like, you guys are so brave. I need to honor your wishes. And he's running away. He doesn't feel good about it. But he does meet Tojima on the way back from the shops because they did text him. I like that bit where it's just like, we don't need to explain how he appeared the first time in the show, in this episode. But in this time, he's coming back with dinner because they lad texted him, was like, hey, we're at your apartment. There's no fucking food. Can you bring us something? Also pick me up a pack of smokes. And it's just like they're being shitty guests, really. But yeah, he is on the way back with food. And that's fortuitous for him because he's been chased down the street by more of this. There initially was 3 Shocker combatants. Now it's a whole gaggle of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tojima is also right. Not the food. Not cover the food. The food's for protect that. And I was getting worried about the food because he lays it down the road to get his dukes up. And someone's gonna step on that. It's gonna piss him off. Piss me off.
And we also get the what is her name? Thunder Raiko.
Thunder Raiko in her civilian guise.
she chases off the other combatants like, this one's mine, and they're like, there's no calling dibs. We're programmed to follow orders, and our orders are to kill that guy. And she's like, no, if I catch traitors, if I catch 100 traitors or something like that, I forget what number she gives, they're going to turn me into monster. And the other shocker combatants are like, it's not like a points-based system. Like that's not how it does it. But she is so terrifyingly huge and imposing that they do back off because she'll wreck them. And our gangster does recognize her, like, holy shit, you're trying to Raiko the wrestler. Confirmed. So, yeah. But she is here to murder him because initially she thinks, oh, you chased him off, so you're on our side. It's like, oh, I'm here to murder you. It's like, okay, you're not on our side. This is very confusing, but fair enough.
But don't worry, Tojima beats her as well with a Kamen Rider punch.
Rider punch.
What?
That's his go-to.
I want to.
Well, yeah, he needs some sort of handy launching scenery to do the kick, doesn't he? He needs something to leap off of. So.
He needs to jump off of it or kind of hop around it, kind of thing, so he can get high enough. There's a bunch of good jokes in it, like where at one point she kicks him so hard, like he flips over, but he lands on his feet, and she's like, "You're still standing," and he's like, "That was purely by accident." Falls over, but this time I'm doing it for real. I'm standing up under my own strength. So he's trying, but he's not doing well against her. But Tojima is just like terrifying. He's a terrifying man once he gets going.
This inspires Nakao. It's just there's a way, like, we can beat them, so I'm not gonna let them shoot across my life. I'll fight against Shocker too.
Breaks his heart to have to do this, but they murdered his boys. His boys are dead, deader than Marley, and it's just like that's bad. That's like, what can I do? This is awful.
Are they dead?
And I hate going against Shocker because I love Shocker. Obviously, it's like it's my dream to have been a Shocker combatant. That's great. But post-credit scene, I don't want to say they're fine. They're not dead.
I mean, Batman explains it's not technically better that you're going to be turned into a Shocker combatant.
Yeah. But you won't be dead, so that is a slight improvement over bleeding out on the floor of Tojima's apartment, I guess.
Yeah. To do how those little Dark will dissolve you if you're a Shocker dude. So I'll go top of that.
Yeah, that's not great.
Is it here when Nicole says we need to go somewhere remote?
Because we got to train.
He wants Tojima to train him. Yeah.
And also so they're not in range of being detected by other Shocker members. Which obviously tells us where they're going to go in the next episode. To go and see the character we've not seen for a few episodes.
The bear. He's training under. He's been training under a waterfall. When he gets down to get to the phone, sometimes he's phone saying, "What happened? They broke her what? He's stepping on what?" Oh, and this is getting him all riled up, seeing everything. This Batman messing up his friends back home.
Yep, good episode. The fighting is very well done, as you said.
It's coming on.
I like that we checked back in on Spider-Man and his story, even though
his romance subplot.
Yeah. I wonder whether they're going to do an anime original ending similar to Airmaster, just to wrap things up, rather than suggest another series. We will see.
I mean, if they do that, then your man's going to have to come back in another series for another thing, because he still hasn't gotten. It's just like this rolling character rolling on to the next show.
Well, if it wants to run for ages, I wouldn't mind. But
because there's in the comic there's a couple more monsters who have shown up after what we're covering here. Then we got Trigun Stargaze, episode 17. What a wonderful world.
Not the music we're getting played. We're strictly a jazz band. We're strictly a killer jazz band. And when they know Knives is here to see our show, and he knows all about us, the big fans want us to join his side or die. And the guitarist and the drummer go for it. Well, Mid-Valley, the horn freak on the sax, says, "Lads, don't do it. He's a fucking killer." And before you know it, they're in beds. And that is how he is coerced into Knives' employ. Hey, you're gonna play gigs for me every night, or I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah. It's the idea that I think Knives is looking for sharp, strong knives to add to his collection of million knives. But he doesn't need knives that will cut him. So those guys get chopped up into mincemeat in front of him, which obviously absolutely fucking traumatizes him, understandably. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he's been dispatched in to infiltrate Ship 3 home and get that Vashta Stampede, and bring him back. And he's intercepted then by Wolfwood and have a pretty cool duel. A duel of their instruments and a duel of their philosophies and their outlooks and things as well. And it's pretty rad. It's like kind of seeing the murder saxophone in full animated thing. That's like I've my kind of seeing this now from the comic and how that works, and also because again we have the oral medium to use here as well. The kind of notes he's kind of getting out there. Just go and then it could be a shield, it can be a cutting air blade, a lot fancier than a gun, even a big cross-shaped gun. So Wolf must have a bit of trouble with this.
Yeah. I think I do like about that as well, that he plays like the same kind of sound to form like the shield, or he plays the same kind of sound to form the refracting bubble that'll reflect like the laser from Wolfwood's thing. Like it's different noises for different kinds of attacks, and I was like, that's kind of fun as well, just playing with that kind of thing. And the big laser that it shoots as well, obviously that just dissolves everything in a straight line thing.
It does. I guess like different ways, because it can be like this like slicing like airwave, or it's just like one like from concussive blast, it just like annihilates everything in the place. And because it's just like plain knows to manipulate the air, he can shoot around corners and see you, because he's kind of relying like on his ears mostly to try and get you. So even if you hide around, he'll still pick him off. Wolfwood tries a lot of like toss a little bullet out to throw him off, but he's too quick. He's like, whoo. And it's not much good to you as well when he just plays like a bass note so loud that it hemorrhages your fucking inside of your brain, and you go temporarily blind.
Yeah. He's got Wolfwood has the red eyes for a bit, but to be fair, like a lot of his attacks are not landing, so he's noticed that and is trying to talk him down. Essentially, he's like, "Dude, you could just like flip sides, and we're gonna get knives."
He's sort of goading him. A bit. Yeah, and
not in the nicest way possible in his general kind of demeanor, but he is trying to talk him down while also still trying to murder him at the same time. Yeah.
Well, Mid-Valley, it's easy for you to say because you got out. You turned in your papers and you didn't get killed because you were given this job to go out and try and just attack fascists, like his conscience, and attack his morals and try and bring him down. But you were able to escape that. Well, I'm still stuck here. I still got the fucking the knife to my neck. What am I supposed to do about this? Or maybe just if you can't do it, rely on somebody else who will. So they've been then blasting the sound just kind of feedback loop from the saxophone to try and throw him off and maybe kind of notify what is going on. But you can still do it. But it was all just masked, bashing up behind him, just like, hey man, take it easy. Just shoots out the sax.
Dismantles the saxophone with bullets. Yeah, and
a tip they got from Emilio that if you want to take off Mid-Valley, he's a good boy. He's playing some great music. Just shoot the saxophone. I don't know why they needed to make this little little thing
I think it was the thing of playing his own music back at him because as a distraction kind of thing, and but that it kind of shows that Vash's thing of not killing people is maybe it's good because Emilio felt indebted to him a little. It was let me give you a little bit of advice. It's oh shit, that's a good idea. Actually, we could do that as a temporary feint.
Yeah. That's what it's that's what Vash is trying to do. I mean, I think he's saying I have allies, I have people here, but lots of people I want to protect, and I'll save everyone, including you, Mid-Valley, including you. You came here to phone and bring me in or kill me, so even you. And this is some kind of consolation to the dude. He's broken. His saxophone, his baby, it's all gone. It's all he had. It's all he felt he was good with. It's Pulled over there grumbling. Fucking Jesus, that conscience is going to get us all killed one of the days, but God damn it if it isn't been affected. It's like, what's that? Nothing. I'm still brooding over here.
I'm still cool. Shut up.
So they're back then on the Flying Knives Fortress, like, well, shit, I guess he fucked that up. What do we do? Legato was like, oh, I think Master Knives would love you back with us so soon. He's kind of getting creepy, all rubbing up on the back of the tank.
On the glass.
And it's like, how about we just rush him, but literally go in, all guns blazing, and just like, just catch him while they're off guard, maybe mid-valley at least, like put him on the back foot, just rushing there with the guns. And they're on the other side going, what have we got? Like, how many guns do we have? Yeah, we should just rush them. So they're all both of them like rush each other.
We got like 60% weapon functionality, and they're just like, okay, you reporters should probably leave. It's like, no, we're here to see it through to the end. Also, because you guys are my friends. That's cool of me to say, right? That's like not like I'm not just jumping the gun or anything. They're like, no, we're cool. We're all friends. And it's like, oh, that's nice. And the baddies have just launched, I feel like, every fucking missile available at them at the same time. Yeah,
it's definitely it's not wasting any time here. I want to get this wrapped in a tight 13, I presume. It's just like, well, fun mid valley, like he's messed up. Well, on to plan B. Just fire all the rockets at him. Let's go. Again, like a really cool kind of tense little shootout happening here, which is something to be said for being kind of tense, like Cyber Battle when one of the weapons is like a giant cross gun with a laser cannon inside it, but it's still about trying to outwit the dude. And again, attacking the psychological attacks as well.
Yeah. You're trying to attack from every angle, including in his personality, that kind of way. Yeah. It's good. It's a pretty good fight, and I think it's enhanced by the sound and design and everything like that. Yeah.
It was always like an interesting one to have, like a guy like that in the gang, like in the comics. I was like eager to see how he goes. Didn't do the thing where like dropping him in the comic, he kind of just extend the saxophone and it turns into a gun. It's like, oh yeah, that's a big part of TRIGUN. It's like guns we would not expect guns to be.
Yeah.
So hopefully a bit more of that happened towards the end. But like, no, we got a lot of like they're delivering on the action scene. So I'd see what I got up the sleeve for the rest of it.
Do they call him Mid Valley the Horn Freak in the anime?
They do.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mid Valley the Horn Freak. Very clear, no euphemism, and it's like, yeah, that's it. It's give them wacky names for all of like the gung ho guns and knives employ. Keep them. They're there. Yeah. They stick in the mind and lodge in there for years.
Then we got Digimon Beatbreak, episode 14, The Price of Freedom, where we ask, well, if you are going to generate, if a Digimon is going to appear who looks like a soldier, you might as well send them off to war.
Again, like, we got a little bit of the world history, like earlier when they had the big beating of the 5 stars, and it's like, oh yes, this massive disaster that flooded like most of the country, where millions of people died. It's like, oh fuck, like I wonder like what conflicts are happening there, like so close by. what kind of like world wars we dealing with there?
Well, I imagine with like a considerable portion of the planet getting flooded and fucked up and all that kind of jazz, it's probably like a scramble for land and resources and all that. Like, I mean, like one of our guys on the Team 7 thing is literally from like a refugee from a war-torn country. So, but I love the extra thing of like they not only have the little guy who looks like a little.
He looks like
he looks like Agumon. That's the thing. The guy from the original Digimon. The standard yellow dinosaur man that Digimon has, but like
in camo was like a helmet and an M16.
See, initially I was thinking like it was like a bad skin of him. It was just like, I didn't want this super rare skin where he's got holographic foil and like it looks like shit, but it's just like that's what he looks like. But they gave him like the whole military fucking gear, and he can just summon a gun, which is great.
Digimon's master structure. They're out there. We know they have them. And like, I shudder to think how Digimon were employed in any of the conflict zones in this world. It's Well, we get a taste of it too. I thought they would like partner for a little while after the other story there, but no, we're straight back into 2 episodes later. Later on the trauma with this other guy who's basically kind of starving in the street, and a gang are walking by and says like, "Oh, I could really go for some stew right now. Stew, if it was to be my last meal, it would be so heavenly." It's like, "Oh, I better give him some stew then, because we're good eggs."
Because they're walking home with the ingredients for stew, to make stew for your man who's about to come back from feeding the baby Digimon colony. But yeah, this fucking freeloader eats all the fucking stew. So they're like, all right, you're gonna have to pay your keep. You and your Digimon go fucking fishing. So they're fishing off the side. Everything seems okay, and wouldn't you know it, they're attacked by the Team 7 guys who are here to catch this guy specifically. They're not bringing him dead or alive. They want this guy alive because he's like their assassin, I think. It's just like he works at least with the military in some regard, as like just we send this guy in with his tactical camouflage Digimon to sneak up behind guys and fucking murder them. Works out pretty good.
Yeah, pretty harrowing stuff in there. Like when bedding down for the night in the jungle, and then what's the fucking Digimon's name actually? It's like a Commandramon. Commandramon, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like it's just like he's asleep, while losing much. It's just like no more. It's like he's having like fun PTSD nightmares. It's like this poor little dude. He didn't want to be fun like apparition or from out of digital world for this.
See, I was thinking like early days of this kind of kiddie franchise things. I was thinking like Lieutenant Surge, the gym leader in the first Pokemon, who like said that his Raichu was his partner in the war, and they never bring up the Pokemon War again. But it's like there was a Pokemon, and this thing is not going like, yeah, there was a Digimon War. Shut the fuck up. Who cares?
I think it also, having looked up this Digimon and seen some of the fan base, this also feels like a little bit of an attack on the fan base of like, because they do.
You want the edgy Digimon, is it?
Well, they just like the Digimon. They complain when a new Digimon game comes out which doesn't have the Digimon with a gun in it.
Yeah, okay.
All you Shadow fans out there, we see.
So it's like, okay, you can have your Digimon with a gun, but we're going to make him sad and not want to use the gun.
Like his whole thing is camouflage and hiding, as you won't even see him.
They won't even see him.
Wants to leave all that's killing behind him. I would have done enough for my country, for my Digimon country.
Yeah, they could have done a full Rambo one if they wanted, but this one works out pretty good because the lads have to back away. Like they do an escape from Team 7, and they come up with a plan. Then they come up with a plan outside within the plan to do some double trickery, basically.
They gotta prey on Tomoro's like moral judgment here, because also he's too like honest and smart to act. We got to like make him think that totally sacrificed himself. Totally like fun blew up to fun Digimon, sacrificed himself, and different taking him away, and it seemed like he's gone down in a hail of bullets and an explosion. And it's just but
and a hail of exploding
because
crystals.
remember, if you view at home, remember the Commander can turn invisible. So there's no trace left. He's blown to smithereens. It's like he turned invisible and walked over there, which is what's the plan all along.
He just has the egg left. It's like, clearly you blew up the Digimon, and the egg is the only thing that's left. And even the fucking your man's I can't remember the name of his fucking Digimon, the big flying dinosaur looking thing. Where he's just like
Metal-Dramon.
Yeah. It was just like, I was just firing a warning shot. Your man's like, yeah, I know, stupid. And I was like, that was a fucking warning shot. Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, it looked like he pulled Commander Ramon in to take this shot for him, and sacrifice his own Digimon. What a monster. Tomoro's like, you son of a bitch. And they're still, is like, well, now I'm free. You don't want me because I don't have my Digimon. They're like, no, you're still an assassin. We're still bringing you in. He's like, no, it wasn't supposed to be like this. I was supposed to be free. But obviously the extra thing is Commander Ron did survive. He just turned invisible and walked away, because your man just like, turn invisible and go over there and don't fucking turn uninvisible until I'm gone. because he wanted to save his Digimon. He actually was a good guy. So he was a bad guy, pretended to be a good guy, pretended to be a bad guy, but he's actually a good guy. Yeah, it's good.
And it's right down to the tactics thing of like no one leaves, no one no one deserts, no
Follow
one
the orders.
in order.
Yeah.
He comes in, they bring him in. They've been working him over, but he's not going to break because he's done some good with his wretched life, and he's let his friend go free, live in peace. It's a rough world out there if you Digimon.
But yes, because he's far away, can't get the impulse. He turns back into whatever little guy he was before.
Trainee.
Bombmon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think you're supposed
training Digimon.
I think you're supposed to initially think that, oh my god, they killed that guy, but no, he's just too far away, and they've locking him up. They're not going to kill him. They're just locking him up, so he could come back when this evil organization tactics is taken down.
And this goes rockets right to the top. Next episode is one of the 5 stars runs underground fucking Digimon black market auctions of both Digimon and the and your Digimon handlers. So we've got human trafficking and Digimon trafficking going on at the highest levels here.
Yeah, because we have seen them like obviously trying to catch the Digimon and put them, like even Commander On was putting like this little clear plastic box to keep his value up, I guess. So they are like, why are you hanging on to these guys for the next Digimon war? It's like, no, they're selling them on the black market. That's what they're doing. I like how weirdly dark this show is. It's a lot of fun.
I'm on the Digimon wiki and looking at the Commandramon entry, and it is bonkers. Commandramon is an infantry Digimon belonging to the mechanized D Brigade. The D Brigade is a mechanized brigade composed of dragon-type cyborg Digimon, and the missions assigned to this special force are never made public.
Oh God!
Wow, there's not even a statute of limitations on their war crimes. Fucking hell!
Commandramon may undergo Selection D, a special selection test that screens 100 Commandramon, and is said that the finalists can evolve into Sealsdramon, while many of the rest digivolve into High Commandramon. A typical D Brigade missions will transport 5 Commandramon and 1 High Commandramon in the cargo hold of a Cargo Dramon. But in missions requiring Brigadramon, it will first eradicate all major threats and issue commands from the air, while Cargo Dramon descends to deploy Commandramon, High Commandramon, and Tank Dramon on the ground. I was so pleased to see what Tank Dramon looks like. He looks like the armadillo tank from the cover of Tarkus.
Oh, that's even better.
Okay.
That's where it started. We got I work backwards from here. What is like the logistical structure of this hypothetical Digimon military unit?
Yeah.
Here. How will this Tank Dramon be deployed?
Oh, wonderful.
Fuck me. Like, it's like fun Mamoru Oshii's Digimon here. Like,
yeah.
Not far off.
And all the references to this are from some sort of book. So the Digimon reference book.
Digimon fucking Warhammer reference book. Want to make Digimon for your Warhammer 40k unit?
Yeah, I'm looking at that Tank Dramon now, and I was like, I can see that's something that an orc would drive around for sure.
Yes, because definitely, I mean, that Tarkus Armadillo is definitely also an influence on a whole load of Warhammer 40k vehicles as well. I think the old Land Raiders are essentially that, but without the armadillo's head. That's Digimon Beatbreak. I assume we're going to deal with these guys by episode 24, and then we'll have a new threat. Because boy, they're just full on Kamen Rider villains.
They're really the worst. Yeah, like military industrial complex, fucking corruption at the highest level, like fucking like societal oppression. It's all in it. Like so, this world solve all those problems at once with Digimon.
Then we got Hell's Paradise, episode 18, Humans and Sages.
planning the heist. I like this whole one of I found plan the heist to get out of here. So important lessons about the fucking Pokemon fucking style, like element triangle here. Was like, this beats this, which beats this, which beats this, which beats this, and then
but reverse it, like that one emphasizes that one, emphasizes that one, emphasizes that one. So I'm sending us on teams so we can help each other out, and so we got good type coverage, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got everyone split up. We're gonna do it, and we got like some key like things we got here. First is
the two ninjas. Like, can you explain to us, because you guys can do this really good? Can you guys explain to us how to do it? And they both have wildly different teaching methods, which are both wildly ineffectual against non-ninjas.
Also,
like
no
Gabamara's,
respect for the
entirely
deceased
sensible
as well.
Yeah, Gabamara is entirely sensible, logical, walk you through it, but it's like, now just dislocate your neck, and there's like, we can't fucking do that. It's like, that's how we do it in the village. I don't know.
Okay, this is going to take a while.
So we don't quite have enough time to train them in the full use of the
how to hide your Tau, how to conceal it,
yes.
like
Yeah.
and you'll break
That's
like the illusion by smiling, like, and again, there are no respect for the day. Is to get the fun glasses off of the cool little tanky dudes looking grave, and they're just like, well, okay, class attention for those are my friends' glasses, you pieces of shit.
It's for the purposes
I really pull them off, though.
a,
Wouldn't you agree?
It's the purpose of doing a TED talk. It's like, it's perfectly fine for me to do this. So that's like a fun bit of a side, but it's also like in the tactical planning part and what way we're going to tackle it. So the sea monsters around the island are there to keep the monsters on the island, but they don't go at anything that leaves from this port, which is in the bad guys' main base. So we have one team to secure that port, and we open the gates and we'll get a boat out. That's our escape route. And the other team is going to get the elixir of life, which should be located here, because that's where they do most of the experiments. That should be the rough gist of it. So we'll have our ticket out on the boat and our ticket out once we get back to the mainland. So we're sorted. Surely nothing will go wrong. And I haven't been up to the date on this on the comic, or up to this part on the comic. So I assumed it was like all the ninjas were going to attack was what was going to go wrong.
A lot of things can go wrong with this. It's like this, like even May has like, she remembers that the whole like layout, and it's again like a heist. She's got the whole like the blueprint laid out. Fun. Got to get the individual little like pavilions and temples around her reach of like the fucking homunculi. I all like practice their own particular like their own particular like discipline in like in training their Tau. One does it by fighting, one does it meditating. Yeah. These two do it by fucking, but so don't walk in there. Knock first.
Awkward.
Then,
yeah.
But then right at the back is the lab where Rien does all this work, and also where the Grandmaster is. And Macy's at the sense of like, I want everybody to get out of here and away from here. It's horrible, but I want to leave as well. But I kind of also want to just see Rien and say this. Why? Like, you weren't always like this. What happened? What made you change and be this way? I can get that answer of him if I can.
Yeah.
And Gabamara kind of feels that it's like, I know how it is, because I won't want that uncertainty either. Like, it's like I got like someone waiting for me back home as well, and like you're getting this big compassion from him of all people.
Yeah.
Ultimate wife guy, just by his dour nature, ultimate wife guy. So doing the infiltration. It's Yuzuriha, Gabamara, and it's Lady Samurai. God.
Yeah. But basically, they're doing the thing over like, we need to find
Sagiri.
where they're doing the experimentation, which will have the most human fucking corpses that they've made into the elixir of life. So we just need to use our detection for that. And it's like, you don't have to look if it grosses you the fuck out or if it would break your concentration. Yeah, that's the most human corpses in this building. So obviously that's where the experimentation is done. So obviously that's where we will find the elixir of life.
Coming on then as it's going real smoothly, where we're going up behind him and doing the fun karate chop, and they're knocking him off from snapping necks, just like taking care of business. Sagiri,
and they figure it's the best time to, like May said, night is actually the best time to attack, because
they're half plants,
flowers
so
close at night. So it's just like, yeah, this is logical.
Yeah, and also that there's like a big, massive like plant versus kind of this cloud, that the main thing that the elixir comes out of, and that they also close at night, so they won't be able to kind of do much with it.
Yeah.
It's going a lot too smoothly. They're like, okay, well, I guess we'll just like advance through here. Like the other teams coming in on the side or on the back, so they're coming in like in order their individual little points, and we come in here and oh fuck, they're all waiting for us, aren't they? Yep. The one of them there, the mostly blue due to like the first dude went into his whole discipline is like he loves like the martial arts side of like training your Tao, so he's gonna be a handful. And it's like fuck, they all knew we're coming and they're all moving to intercept. It's just how fucking do it. Well, you go to fucking old Chobe there, and he's at that ceremony last week where it's just like this doesn't involve fucking sex at all. This is boring. They kind of finally finished with that, and they're dispersing and doing it there, and they're kind of questioning like his let's say his loyalty to the project.
In the group, yeah. And your man's just like, no, like your man's willing to come to blows with him, but our main scientist guy is kind of like, no. He's my guest, and he's helping me with my experiments. So everyone leave him alone. He's cool. He's allowed in here. So he's like, let me take you into my lab. So this is the plant I've made out of people. It's not great. It's a good stopgap measure until I figure out the proper elixir of life. So I'm gonna just cut bits of you off of you until we figure out what makes you tick. So is that cool? And your man's like, okay. And yeah, we've cut back to like later. It's just like he's been tortured. Lots of like has random severed arms. His arms have grown back since, and he's like, and all the rest of them was like, wow, you remain sane under all that fucking torture. That's pretty good going. I'm kind of impressed. And your man's like, yeah, it's fine. I tell you what, all those guys are coming for you now. I can tell because I can sense my brother getting closer. Yeah. So here's what you should do. Like he's basically betrayed the rest of the group. Not that he was part of that group, but
ran him out because he only cares about his brother. So I don't care about the fucking rest of them. It's like we're gonna get my brother out of Dodge. So
you can use those guys for experimentation because they're all very powerful at the Tao stuff. But I have one condition, and the condition is like don't fucking experiment on my brother. Is probably it. But yeah.
There's immediately there's this like amoral well it wasn't amoral, it's like he loves his brother, but he'll do anything to keep him protected of one. He's one directive there.
Yeah.
And like shit, well like we're already coming here massive disadvantage. They're way better at manipulating their energy than us.
Like Gabimaru basically said in the plan is like, if you get in direct combat, just run away. Because if we get in direct combat, the plan has gone to shit. And it's just like, shit, we're just immediately going into direct. Everyone's getting attacked constantly right now. So, okay.
And that's before the fun squadron of ninjas and psycho samurai. I come from the other side. I'm going to come from in the other gate eventually as well. So it's just immediately gone to shit, which is the best way for us to go. Because if it was a smooth little like Ocean's 11 heist, no, they'd be out of here already. So let's see how they kind of dig out. And this will come like one kind of long fucking just rush around because we're going to all been paired off with our individual little fun boss characters here.
Yeah.
And I can remember this like just being like a real kind of satisfying little kind of grinded out fights where they're back against the wall to begin with, but they got some moves. We're going to just exploit the weaknesses and just also the sneaky issue because we got a lot of ninjas here and they will like win by underhanded methods and you'd be surprised and excited to see who will make it out of it in one piece. Yeah, this is fun and good. Like I feel like this is like a good gear above from the first series was a little kind of uneven in places and they kind of found us kind of drifting in and out of it ourselves. But it's like really kept the pace and momentum up and just to kind of leave it off like, it's all fucked and we have so many episodes to go.
I don't even mind that they've spent a couple of episodes like, here's the plan, doing the very long plan, the plan immediately goes to shit. It reminds me like of a tabletop group where they're all like, okay, we're going to do this and this and this, and then as soon as one thing goes wrong, it all goes out the window. It's all just a clusterfuck. Yeah, which is great. That's very satisfying.
Backpedaling out of there.
Then we've got You and I Are Polar Opposites, episode 5. Someone who thinks and someone who doesn't. And for about almost 2/3 of the episode, we're focused on an entirely new relationship. As we finally get to hear inside the head of the library girl we've spotted in the previous episodes, Natsumi Nishi. She is the one who thinks in the title because
she overthinks is the main thing. She loves the banter. She likes people making funny jokes. It's great, but she feels like she can't get involved. I can only view it as an outsider and cannot be viewed like laughing at someone's jokes because like they won't know that I think their joke is funny because I like it. I was sitting over here just listening to their conversation. That's a weird thing to do, and it's just like, hey, is she laughing at our joke? It's like, oh yeah, she is. You thought that was funny, and she's like, no, I was thinking of something else. It's like, oh okay, fair enough, and then the conversation moves on, and no one's mad at her. It's just all in her fucking head that all these. It's kind of like the opposite of the dour guy with all the social games. She's like, there's all the social things that I can't keep up with, and she can when she's talking to her friend. Like she can talk like 90 miles a fucking minute about her inner workings of her head, but just the conversations seem to move too fast for her.
Just like listening in, just like being with the moment. Like does just need to contribute. Just like listening to people talk. Wouldn't mind being included, but I'm just listening.
And she's been thinking about Tani and his bad boyfriend Yamada. And her friend has to explain. I went to school with him in middle school, and he's not a bad boy. And then
just an idiot.
Yeah, and then she's realised that he's attracted to Nishi, though he himself hasn't worked this out yet. But she knows
the commentator explaining that to us is fucking wonderful. Yes. That like his type is someone who laughs at his jokes, who normally wouldn't laugh at his jokes, but he does not know this. He has not ever figured this out.
Yes.
And she has laughed at his jokes 3 fucking times. So he's like smitten basically at this stage.
Yeah,
and doesn't know it. Has no idea. He keeps coming in at lunchtime for reasons he does not fucking understand.
And giving her stickers off the bread for her to
because she mentioned she was collecting the bread stickers. So that's the only information he knows about her.
Yeah.
He's not actively trying to win her over. It's just like, I just thought you might like this. Like he's just running on automatic essentially. He is the one who does not fucking think, obviously.
No, everybody else notices this. I do like Nishi's friend, Honda is her name.
Honda.
She has to suck in her lips to stop herself from
not
smiling.
Start smiling. Like, yeah, that's great. It's a great visual as well.
It is.
I wondered what that was. You see her like in the credits of fun saying she's sucking on a lemon or what? She's like biting her tongue. It's I wonder what's going on with him.
In the opening, which I think is like basically them doing a bunch of TikToks or something. It's the two of them appearing and they turn around when the glasses get filled that they're standing behind, and she makes the face, and I was like, is she like thirsty for the drama? Like what's going on with the face? Is like because I thought it was like water thirsty, but yeah, it's just she's trying not to laugh at this very obvious. So you like her kind of thing. Yeah.
Happy for her friend though. It's like, hey,
but doesn't want to ruin it by bursting her fucking hole laughing. Understandably.
And they're in the class next door. It's Yamada asks our regular characters, how should I go about asking a girl for her contact details? And they're
like, fucking give us the deets. Come on, what's going on? It's like, no, I just like because summer break's coming up, and I was like, I feel like I should like have a contact with her at all because obviously there'll be that huge gap in the summer. So, and he doesn't know why, but and they're like, "Are you in love with her?" And he's like, "No, but I think I could be going towards that potentially." That's a place I could see myself ending up.
And then
it's not something he thinks about.
As soon as he's out the room, they all go, "Yeah, he's definitely in love with her." You don't say that if you're not in love with her. He just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah.
And then he just goes ahead and asks her, and then this is a great relief to her because she's like, "Oh, I could just text him, and that's not gonna."
There'll be delay that'll let me come up with something conversational because it's the speed of conversation that evades her.
Yes,
so, text slows that down.
Yes, we can ease ourselves into this.
And I did think the thing of him just kind of like getting down on one knee is like, "Hey, I kind of want to like talk to you and hang out more. So can we exchange information?" Just entire sincerity, no ulterior motive that he's aware of. He has one in that he likes her, but he doesn't even fucking know that. So it's just
no badness in him at all.
Exactly, he's just a nice kid.
Yeah, I like the framing of stuff. It's when he's telling them about how when they're asking if he's in love and he's explaining what he feels, but then we get that shot of the sticker that he saved for her sitting on his desk, on the edge of his desk, and then when the final shot of the scene is the
sticker
completed
book is
sticker
filled
book. Yeah.
Yes, free bread.
So he's been slowly chipping away at her heart and now has contact information and now has a relationship with her.
When his stamps gets you a date, my friend.
Yeah.
And then it's summer holidays,
Or
because
creamery.
we also got the headmaster giving them a speech about how they should make the most of their summer holidays. And he just apparently kept on repeating himself. And then the last part is Suzuki and Tani. It's Suzuki looking through her phone, seeing all the fun things they've been doing, and we get a shot of her terrible smile again amongst those pictures. And then she's like, I guess she did homework. I
Probably
want
do the homework.
She want to hang out with him some more. I know. Let's hang out and do homework together. Which
Library's
they do.
full. Can't go there.
Yeah,
Everyone's
they planned to go to the library, but she wanted to meet him early, but didn't work out that way. The library's already full of people doing their homework. It's like, and he's kind of thinking just like, oh, it's practical. Like, there's no real like cafe or anything we could go. It's like, you could come back to my place. And she's like,
back to my place. My parents
because
are
in his head, he's thinking innocently that he's been told by, I think it was his mom, that it's like, oh, we're not going to be back for the evening kind of thing. And he's like, oh, the house is free, so.
I
like,
love
grand.
that. Like, you know, oh, I'll be out all day. Your father has gone golfing. Your grandmother is also gone golfing, but
she's
somewhere
gone
else.
grand golfing is how it's in subtitle on the thing. Father golfing, grandmother grand golfing. I was like, I assume that's a translation joke, but it works really fucking good. Yeah.
Yes, because initially the home being empty, the home, let's go to the house, and she's like, oh, parents might be there, and then she's worried about her midriff showing, and she starts hiking her trousers
Because
up.
she's dressed
Yes.
not appropriate for first meeting with parents. Like, I wouldn't call it stuttily, just like very, very casual, super
Depends
casual.
on the parents.
Yes.
These will strike me as
Depends on the parents. That's the thing, and she doesn't know.
type.
So yeah, exactly.
But
it's like, no, my parents aren't home.
Yeah, because that's why he's
She's
saying
like,
it.
fucking what?
But then she thinks it's for sexy times, but no, it's just homework. And then she's like, oh yeah, this is fine. This is what I wanted anyway. And
it's nice because it's just they're both thinking the same thoughts of like, this is nice. We're just like comfortable in the room together. This is nice. Yeah, yeah.
And they got just that like wavy smile. Both got this. But yes, go look at the room, and then he thinks she's leaning in for a kiss, but she has in fact spotted the cat.
She's like leaning in slowly, staring, and he's like, oh fuck, it's going to happen. And she's like, cat. Which it is a very cute cat, to be fair. I would understand.
But my favourite gag is when they're leaving and she's hopping around in the garden, and then the Gran comes home, and just the pause of like
he's had to catch her from falling, slipping on the pavement stones, kind of thing. And
it's just like
he's got her in a somewhat romantic position, but yeah.
But it's just the timing is, you just know the timing is the Gran running through her head. How can I embarrass these two teenagers?
Yes.
What is the first thing? What is the thing to say to embarrass the pair of them?
So she's like, oh, what's going on here? And she's like, oh, I'm his friend from school thing. Nice to meet you. And she's like, what the fuck do I say? Like, do I say, like, I'm his friend, I'm his study partner? And he kind of looks over like, that's my girlfriend. And it's just like, straight up fucking admits to it. Because again, he was like, kind of like her running it through his head. I think we seen her running through it. She's like, I can definitely tell ma'am. Dad, brother, he doesn't fucking find out anything. He doesn't know anything about my fucking life under any circumstances. Whereas he's probably run similar things. It's like, I can tell Granny, yeah, that's grand. That's not a bother.
She's just cool with it. It's like, hey, miss, you like cucumbers? Right there. Let me get you something. So here's if a cucumber's like, oh, can I like well, I say some assorted vegetables. Like, oh, I don't want to have weird bendy ones. I don't know how you get a cucumber to knot up like that, but she found a way.
Yeah, it's the non-standard veg that you wouldn't get at the supermarket, but it's grown with love by his parents. I gotta fucking make sure we have this for dinner because now I'm in with the family. I'm sorted.
Got the hookup with the one veg.
It also means she's now going to tell her mum that she's got a boyfriend because how are you going to explain where the vegetables came from?
The way her mom is reacting as well, you can kind of get. It's like, oh, she's kind of like her mom because her mom's like, ooh, fucking tell me some details about him. It's like, what's he like? He's like, don't tell dad. He's like, yeah, no, I'm not going to fucking tell any of those guys. Like, you can see the kind of Gyaru kind of personality is like a little bit in the mom. And I was like, that's nice. Just nice little moment for him.
Yes. I do love how happy the grandma is that she's got this secret that she knows about her grandson.
I finally have one over on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely show.
Very
love all the characters. I like.
And we're finding more room for the surrounding
Yes.
cast as well in it too. So we're going to see the cast be always in Tenny and Suzuki.
Yeah.
Adorable as they are.
All these kids are adorable. They're all nice kids. Even the dour kid is nice. He just doesn't act like it.
My Hero Academia Vigilantes Season 2, Episode 6, Rain and Clouds, in which the flashback from much further on in the manga is dragged this early, so at least it's kind of close to the reveal in the actual My Hero Academia series.
Yeah, I get the messing around with that, but like it's a flashback, so you kind of put it wherever. And
yes,
I do like the kind of the simple premise of Eraserhead getting a call from Midnight, going like, it's like, hey, I'm a teacher now. You should be a teacher. And he's like, nah, man, that's not really my scene. Yeah.
Oh, sure it is. Like, remember school? It's like, I remember school. It sucked because I was a dour kid and I didn't really get on with many people.
Except for his two best friends, you fucking
who are
idiot.
incredibly loud. We have like President Mike, who is just like, yeah, he's fucking loud. That's his whole job.
He's always been like that, yeah.
Then we got my good pal Obero. What was that?
Thunder and lightning or a pot falling?
That might be moving my microphone closer to me and somehow.
You get some WD-40 in that baby. It's creepy.
Yes.
So
Obero, who was the other kind of very bright and sunny despite cloud-based like quirk abilities there. He's also a very loud and brash like foil
in a different way.
To the extent of like, oh, check it out. It's like, no, my clothes got wet in the rain because I was like rescuing this cat. Hey, this cat could be your class pet. And most that Aizawa did was, I saw the cat in the street. I put an umbrella on it. I helped, didn't I? Is it no? It's just like an example of how powerless I am.
He feels like he can't. There's only so much he can do. It's like, I can't really take a cat home. Like I can't be looking after a cat. I'll give him my umbrella and show up to school wet, and it's fine. Whereas this guy has gone like, hey, I found your umbrella. Also, I saved this cat. Also, I'm gonna fucking hide my dick with clouds because I've taken off all my clothes. He's that kind of outgoing personality.
You can't do that. It's just like, I'll never be as fucking as popular and like appealing as him. Even like even they're doing the kind of practice, like the practical best at the field. There's that fucking dude who just shoots like fire out of his hands. He just starts flirting with him. Like, he just has a total jock haircut at the point saying, "We put one as our fucking creep all the time."
Yeah, it's just like your powers are just like a downer. You just switch things off. Like, you don't fucking do anything. You just make other people not do things.
Yeah,
it's bullshit. Whereas his friends is like, yeah, that's really cool, dude. That's very fucking useful as ability, because we're training to be heroes. Because like they're kind of like those three friends do not have the work study thing sorted in any regard whatsoever, but they're kind of looking at President Mike and he's like, he'll be fine at the very least, because it shows him, and I love showing his podcast setup, which is just him knocking over his phone and just going like, yeah. It's just like, he'll be fine at least in the entertainment biz. Like, he'll find work, no bother. That's not about it. It's these other fucking two, the weirdo loner and the guy who keeps taking off his clothes weirdo. It's just like, I don't know where they're going to end up. And the teacher's talking about this, going like, yeah, it's not. It's a difficult placement for them, for work study.
But luckily, I assume she's like from the year above.
She's
says,
the third
I think
year,
they said
their first or second year.
Yeah, they say she's a third year, and she's like, "Oh, it's that third year," and she's shown up in her costume, which is tactical pads over her bits.
It's the
a trench coat that makes her look more naked.
It's the fucking nudist beach uniform from Kill Like It. And it's the shade to set it off as well. It's just this is
what I thought was brilliant about the shades as well is it's like, oh, she's wearing cool shades. And it's like, no, she wears glasses the whole time. She can't see without the cool shades are like bifocals.
These are a prescription going like
exactly.
Glasses will have,
Yeah. They're practical.
She claims she's just ahead of society, and then the narrator informs us that within a year, the law has been changed to make sure superheroes don't dress like this.
But she still does it, because you just saw her like in costume when they were doing that sting operation at the mixer. We saw a costume then. It's still pretty fucking revealing. So it had to be changed again when we see her like in My Hero Academia in May. It's like, oh, at least you can't put on like a cat suit over all of that. So
back
it's still
in school,
sexy.
she thought she
But
was a trendsetter, but like as we see, the laws have to change around how nude she is at any given time, or she changes the laws regarding how nude she is.
Yes.
she's a real
To her detriment, I
trailblazer.
think. Yeah. But also, it's the thing of like, oh, she's the sexy older class fucking thing. And it's like she's really cool, and she shows up and she's like, "Hey, you guys, you can't be minding a cat and stuff like this." It's like that's not practical. I'll take it off your hands for a little bit. And as we saw in the call with Eraserhead, she still has that fucking
Same
cat.
cat.
She couldn't give up the cat. It's too cute. But yeah, just really it's really great, like fleshing out characters that we know from My Hero Academia in ways that they weren't going to get done in that. And also this guy, hey, how come we haven't seen this guy before? What's his deal? And it's like I do like that setup as well, because like I know him. Who's that guy?
Why
Yeah.
isn't he in My Hero Academia, man?
Sir not appearing in this movie. Yeah.
By which I mean, of course, His Purple Highness, superhero
Yes.
Prince. Why is he not in My Hero Academia, man?
Yeah, that's who she's got. Like, I'm going to get you in the work study with the guy I was doing
Under.
stuff under. Prince. It's just Prince as
His
superhero.
Purple Highness, legally distinct. I could
Yes.
be anybody in a purple Matador's outfit. Anybody,
Yes.
I tell you.
His Purple Highness from the Purple Revolution Agency. Yeah, that's the second prince we've covered.
Yeah, the one from
Listeners
listeners.
guy. Yeah.
If it had to be another one, it's kind of being immersed in JoJo. You kind of feel like any of these could be a prince, given like the right. Some of them literally are with the song references.
Yeah.
More on that later.
Just a really kind of fun background one. We're not quite finished with it because obviously we'll be going more into the flashback. Yeah,
and there is this like looming tragedy over. It's just like, oh man, yeah, we know it's like, but somebody here is not going to come out as well. I wonder who.
Yeah,
and
we know who's not still around, basically. So yeah.
Yes, because this is all set up with Hikoichi finding a cat and then being chased by a wolf man trying to eat the cat, and also
a small
and a
child
girl-
dressed as
and a little Red
Red
Riding
hoodie.
Hood.
it's a small kid wearing a red hoodie, but the wolf is like, I'll get you the cat, and it's just like, what is wrong with you? And you can see he has the purple tongue, so he's been taking the drugs to make him into
Yes.
like, I guess a cartoon wolf is the problem that he's undergoing. Yeah.
Yeah, and Razor says, "What are you doing, kid?" And then he explains. He's like, "Okay, I guess that's fair enough. That's not any sort of vigilante."
And it was perfectly normal. It's like, oh, this kid, this grade schooler was looking at it, was like, oh, there's a little cat left in a box. It's like, what are we going to do? And he shows up and he's like, oh yeah, I guess we could see if we could take it to the local animal shelter. And then a crazy wolf man started attacking us. It's just like, oh, this is a weird neighborhood. I do forget that sometimes.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then this story is to convince him not to take the cat in and to take it back to where he found it and leave it out in the rain.
And I mean, like, Eraserhead was like, I'm just going to leave my umbrella
Really
here, and
leave you
even
in
his
the
friend rescuing the cat, he's like, luckily I have, don't give your cat your lunch, luckily I have some cat formula in my bag. He's like, he's a big softy, and he doesn't fucking know it.
Yes, he does have a nurturing attitude, which makes him good for teaching.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, I don't think, as you say, he himself does not realize this.
Even it was the time thing of My Hero Academia, he's not a teacher yet. He still hasn't convinced himself of that.
I've seen the same like bullying he got, because like, you got a creepy quirk, it's like for like controlling people. It's fucked up. So you can see, I know how it was. I got that back in school as well. So if he takes the kid with the mind control power under his wing, it's like, I know how it is, kid. Let me tell you some stuff.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Next on the list, it is Golden Kamuy, episode 55, The Cause of Everything.
Is it gold? Yes, the answer
is
gold.
We get a title drop. Hooray!
Yeah, I think what it is it's the things people want to do with the gold is the problem.
Yeah, and he's not fucking wrong in that money is the source of all fucking woes, basically. It's the drive for greed, and the drive for is like how it changes your outlook and what you're planning and who you'll fight for it, basically. Yeah.
He's trying to also he's convincing or trying to persuade or trying to lay out.
Yes.
Well, this is why my plan is best, because those other two plans, Wulk's plan and fucking
How far ahead will they
and
work?
Hijikade's plan. Yeah, they're not accounting in this, because if we do this, it's going to invite aggression from Russia, and then what happens then? There's always kind of hypotheticals, like this is pie how cost you go. This is why it's best that we are one people who can take after each other. One Japanese people. Japanese people who can take care of each other. That's what we need to be.
It was fascinating because he was using it's a standard excellent fucking liar thing where you've mixed in so many goddamn truths that makes your lie seem plausible. It's just the idea of listen, the only way the Ainu are going to survive is if they conform to be normal Japanese people and give up being Ainu people, is what he's saying without saying those fucking words.
Look at Ariko. He's a decorated soldier. He didn't just whine about a lot of his culture. He just showed us what he had to offer.
And also setting up it's I'm going to retake this land for all the Ainu who will now be normal Japanese people, but we're just going to call them Japanese people from now on. But it's not by restarting a war, you're leaving out that part. How many more Ainu and Japanese and Russians are going to fucking die in this crazy campaign you've planned? Leaving that part out, obviously. It's not.
All is as well. It seems that I think it's going to invite aggression from Russia all over again from any of these plans.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
But let's leave that part out. And this is all again maybe for the benefit of the two in the back that he probably knows are back there are listening in on this. Because you gotta get down to that as well. The emotional bit of it as well. Get that out of the way. Because yes, it's all. This is all for revenge. This is all for getting back at you, Sophia, and back at Wilk and that. So it's going down, I suppose, to the night of the murder or the day of the murder when when the Ainu there were the 7 Ainu and they all killed each other. Or they were all killed. And
even the way it initially, he's presenting in his story, he's presenting Wilk as a very respectable guy because, he, even back in the time, he saw this, he could unite these disparate Ainu beliefs. He was the Ainu arguing, and it's you Ainu eat fucking dirt. That the Japanese are gonna mock for you that, and it's I'm the kind of Ainu who gives a fuck about what Japanese people think. It's what the fuck did you say? And Wilk's actually, a lot of native peoples eat dirt because it contains this chemical that's actually good for your stomach gut bacteria. And they're all wow, Wilk, you're so smart, and unite us all together in a way that only a smart person can.
But then Tsurumi, he gets the deets on Wilk and his background from Ariko's dad.
And that's the way he says it to Asurpa. Is I fired one poison arrow and fucking destroyed the entire thing. He takes one truth, says it to exactly the right guy to fuck up the entire situation, basically. Yeah.
I think also he's dressed in a certain way so that it will work better than rather him just wearing his normal military uniform.
It's the fur uniform as well, so he looks more traditional. He looks more honest, less military. How about that? Yeah.
Yes. I think my favorite bit is when we get which still, because it's very serious, but then we get the bit where Tsurumi is alluding to Ipopte Ariko, and then we cut to Shirayashi and Tsukamoto in their car driving past him and going, "It's Ipopte," as if they're just in case you didn't know who Tsurumi was talking about. These two idiots outside.
A guy's saying I have a son who is an Ainu who is in the army, and it's just I wonder who that could be because you look exactly fucking like this other guy, and the two lads in their giant beer bottles going it's him, just in case.
I want to do a quick discussion then. It's just so where's Serper? He's in that church right there. Well, 2 of us won't be enough to do it. It's Shiraishi says, "I'm right here, man." With the face. Come on. I don't count suddenly.
He's not good at breaking into places. He's great at breaking out of places. It's not the same.
I do there's the bit where Surface "Oh yeah, I see how my dad completely turned this guy into a really sad man."
It's probably at the stage where he takes out from his bag the flayed skin from the face of her father and puts it on the one. Oh, I surfboard, spear your father. Oh, my God.
See, he's got his little bag of fucking tricks, like the bag of sane evidence that a normal sane man would keep. He goes like, "Hey,
Just
don't worry, Sophia.
and...
This bullet is from Wilk's gun. I've studied the caliber, and this is the bullet that I found inside my daughter and fucking and wife's head." And it's like, so you dug the bullet out and kept it all the time. Yeah, and their finger bones. I did keep their finger bones as well. Also, I kept all this other evidence, like your dad's face. Booga booga booga. I was just like, that's not normal, Sarumi. That's not a thing a regular, like, mentally balanced guy wouldn't do. Also, he wouldn't put it on in the middle of the conversation to try and prove a point that her dad is kind of a prick when you think about it.
What's always kind of threw off the number is that there weren't 7 Ainu there at the time. There were 8 Ainu, because there was the original, there was the last survivor of the old contingent who procured the gold in the first place. He was also on the scene when the alternative to learned the books passed, and it was a whole fucking scene. So in the heat of the moment, Wilk is going, "What am I going to do? What am I going to do?" It takes a lot of guts to carve off your own face and stick it on someone else's, and carve off someone else's head and stick it on that face again, and just do it all for all of the heads so that no one knows which face belongs to which fucking skull.
So he swaps the faces with he's like, who's the fucking dead Ainu? I've swapped all the faces with skulls and I've dug all their eyes out because I have the very obvious fucking blue's eyes, and you'd be able to tell that from the corpses. And I've thrown away like the other face just so you didn't know that guy was fucking there. And it's like, Tsurumi's like, he's obviously done this perfectly sane thing. I figured out his very clever plan, but I'll just chase him down and be doggedly about it. And he's saying the whole time, he's like, I respect Wilk. He did this to protect his family, which I understand as a family man myself. And he cut off his face. What a cool and normal thing to do that he did. That I think is a very clever idea. Yeah. Like, and he's saying all these things like, wow, I really respect Wilk in his fucking utter, like, the batshit crazy and sometimes evil shit that he did. But yeah, it's just proving his point more and more that he's a prick, basically.
Yeah, and probably Wilk was as well.
No, see, that's the thing, but he's playing up all the worst parts of Wilk to his child to make his plan seem reasonable and rational.
Because it is an absolutely insane thing to cut your face off without hesitation. He just pointed out, it's like, I do like, though, that he goes to the prison because he knows the warden hates Tsurumi. So therefore... Like,
he's like, I will, hey, I know where the Ainu fucking goal is. You got to protect me from this guy who's, like, hunting me fucking down, like, the fugitive kind of situation. And for that, he got put in super double jail, which is where we know he started doing tattoos and that kind of... we know that rest of the story from there.
Kyoranki initially distraught to hear the Wilk is gone, but then he hears it must be him in prison, no parable. And you kind of see it's like, no, now your plan is done. That's why he made the call that day when they did the raid in the prison to have him sniped out. They can see upon your way, it's not going to do it. We got to do it another way.
And then we end with Tsurumi's speech about how the gold is the golden Kamuy. The Ainu never made anything out of gold.
Because gold is useless to them, but gold corrupts. So give it to me.
But most importantly, he's also reassured the two fellas listening to battle is just like, so yeah, like getting revenge on you for my family, what you did to my family. It's a tempting flower on the side of the road. Like, I wish I could just like walk along that little path there. But no, I must keep hard and fast in my duty as a soldier, which is to reclaim the lands where our brothers are buried now. And that's like Tsukishima. It's just like he's in the cause, and he goes fucking at night. It's like
He's just got the big stupid smile on his face where he's like, listen, it'd be great to have my wife and child buried on Japanese soil, but also all our comrades who died will be buried on Japanese soil.
Boys.
That's what they would have wanted. It's what they would have wanted.
Did it for the lads. It's like fun. Yes, he's in it for the lads. He's in it for the lads.
Yeah. And like, I was half thinking, like, is he telling that to the lads outside the door that he knows is there, or is that a lie he tells himself? Not so he can sleep at night, but just so he can like keep up, because it's lies upon lies with this fucking guy, and I'm not sure where the fuck he ends lying to himself even.
Yeah, but I forget what tact or what kind of thing it is like from the comic now again, but it's like he must know some way that there's someone listening in the back, and he's just like, I'm doing this entirely for the benefit of this is all a fucking show. suppose these are my kind of closest, my closest kind of men now that I have left in my unit right now. I should probably let them know that I'm a bit freaked. They know that already, but just to know I'm committed to the cause as well.
Yeah,
I may have half my brain missing, but I always remember my duty. Mostly.
I did like your man as well, sneaking up on the thing, and he's caught by our less than half a man kind of
Nikaido,
thing.
yeah.
Nikaido, and he's just like, I think I saw Sugimoto over there, and he's like, oh, like it's kind of like poof, like a smoke cloud of Nikaido where he's running. It's like, I'm gonna fucking kill that son of a bitch.
Lupin.
It was the easiest way to get him out of the way possible, and it worked faster than he could have possibly imagined. Yeah, it's despite all of this being like very much so, we're nailing out a lot of the order of things, but from the point of view of someone who's skewing that order for his benefit. And just a lot of talking. There's still had time for fucking jokes all the goddamn time. This show,
Yes.
It's great.
It just was weird. Jumps back and forth like that. It's just,
yeah.
How would like this mastermind of like strategy be such a fucking psycho as well? It's just it's like this girl, like she's done like nothing really to use to me before all of this, and it's like I just feel the need to kind of put on her father's face and just parade about and spook around. And it's like. This dude's fucking mental. Like, what the fuck happened to him?
You'd think it was something along the lines of because if his wife and kid are dead, and this guy who killed my wife and kid is dead, but his fucking daughter's still around. That's not fair. That's not like. Is it like is he just doing it out of spite? That kind of thing. Does he know he's doing it out of spite? I don't entirely know. I presume he knows a little. He's doing it.
We will know right at the end of the story.
Yeah. But at this stage, there's a lot of questions left hanging about this fucking weirdo, basically.
But it's also the brain damage.
Yeah.
I mean, see, as he tells this story, you can see his evil manipulations and all of those fucking flashbacks. He has the front of his fucking skull.
Yes.
So it's not entirely the brain
He's
damage
always
making
been
this guy an
a psycho.
asshole. Exactly. Yeah.
The brain damage has made it worse.
Sure.
Yeah, I think certain things he's doing are the brain damage, as definitely will be evidence.
What, like putting on her dad's face?
That's I would say, yes.
That's not normal, yeah.
Based on his final speech at the end of the series. But I did like revisiting this because particularly like the speech about how if these people got the gold, these people get the gold, because of then having read the comic, knowing who does get the gold at the end. It's like, okay, it probably went to the right person. Then we've got Jujutsu Kaisen, episode 54, Tokyo Colony #1, in which it's finally time to start playing this game.
They're literally walking up to the barrier, and the guy's like, whoa, you got to register for the game. And he's like, yeah, I'd like to register for the game. Cool, do you want me to read the rules? And it's like, nope. And the little thing goes like, all right, I guess, fine. We've
already had those. We've already had the new rule explained to us for a third time at the start of this episode, as we travel back a bit in time, where they're trying to convince the guy, and he goes, "Well, I don't like to use this, but guess I'll just say, yeah, I'm the head of the Zenin clan." And he's like, "Oh, head of the Zenin clan. Okay, you'll back me. That's a great person to have as well." Like, yeah, I'm fully on board. Let's go.
Note: one day before the entire clan is massacred.
Yeah. Bad fucking timing to sidle up to that clan. But I also like the thing of them being told, is like, hey, not only is Gojo been like sealed, but and Banda's like, oh yeah, the principal got murdered. Sorry to bring it up now, but like I needed to bring it up. And your man kind of going, man, those are like my two favorite people, and he compares it to something super minor, like that inconvenienced a friend of his once or something like that. I can't remember, and it's like, nah, dude, like one guy's dead and another guy's in like super jail, like. It's not the same equivalency.
The character animation on Hikari, though, is excellent for his limited period in this episode. Then, they step through the barrier and are immediately deposited in two separate locations. In Yuji's case,
we'll stick together, but we don't know. The rule that's not fucking written is as soon as you step in, you get fucking separated out, and everyone gets put higgledy-piggledy about the place.
Oh, we also the sky. You make it fall out of the sky.
Yeah.
Also,
that
before
seems unfair.
I think the opening thing is Kenjaku leading Yuji's friends out of the
Culling
They all had the same dream.
I thought it was like a random kid where he just appears in his dream. He's like, hey, kid, this place is going to be a battleground. You want to get the fuck out? And he's like, can I? He's like, yeah. Just take my hand. I'm going to walk you out of here. And is like, I've given you the whole spiel. Oh, thanks for watching out for my son. And, wakes up from the dream with a bunch of people in their pajamas outside of where the fuck they were, going like, oh, yeah, there's a giant blackness that just envelops that whole area.
Void.
Did you had the same dream as us, right? Like, you saw the guy with the fucking stitches and shit. It's like, yeah. And he said something about his son. I was like, no one said that bit to me, because he meets a friend of his from school, basically.
Yes, it's one of the. It's the girl from the first episode. Is
the occult club.
Yeah,
I like that sequence a lot.
It's really nice.
It felt like it probably speaks sort of the lineage there. It felt very madhouse in the color choices and use of the fades and the very kind of eerie, dreamy, appropriately atmosphere.
Exactly.
Like, this is like really cool. And again, it's like making smart use of where they deploy the resources too, because you can achieve that kind of atmosphere without needing to stretch yourself over too much.
It's really limited resource animation that, like you said, makes that very like dreamlike quality to it. That then in the latter half of the episode, it's just like, oh, they had the budget for this fucking fight. No, it's like, okay, that's
in
cool.
the doorway falling out of the sky, and there is a lady with jet planes for hair, and there's another dude with helicopter hair, and they're buzzing him as he's falling out of this dude.
Because as the thing suggests, is like, see, an easy way to score a point, because initially, like, and your man regrets immediately telling Itadori, like, that it's just like, oh, you got to watch out for the resurrected sorcerers. It's not the people who've been turned sorcerer recently. That, like, they're going to be normal people. And as it's pointed out, they've been in here for like nearly 2 weeks or something like that. Is this? They've been in here for enough days that they had to have murdered someone to stay alive. So no, they are no longer normal people.
Yeah, so they're look for people who've got 100 points and look like they're not going to spend it on changing the rules, and they're going to try and convince the two candidates.
We've got a good idea for a new rule. Can we spend your points, please, so we don't have to kill anyone?
One of them is the guy who probably set the rule, and who we know because we can see that he set the rule, because he's the only one who's listed there with the rule set. So we're going to go after the other guy. We think they're both probably 1,000-year-old sorcerers. Obviously, Yuji was already registered because he's eaten a 1,000-year-old sorcerer, and you can't be able to tell the 1,000-year-old sorcerers because he's not listed as Sukuna.
Yeah, because they were wondering how he's like, I didn't fucking register for this. Yeah, but you willingly ate the finger, and that guy was already technically qualified.
How do you know I'm willing? This I was there, but that's a topic for another time. It's like, okay. They've never discussed this, and so they need someone to change the rules so they can get Megumi's sister out of the game, and they're going to change. So they want the rule to be you can swap somebody in and out. So somebody can voluntarily leave and then put somebody else in.
They have to replace someone else into the thing. Because like it was like, wouldn't that mess with the continuation game? It was like, not if we have a one in, one out kind of situation. It'd be grand. Yeah.
So they're going to go after the other guy. They got his name, and we treated to a great big fight with Yuji and these two sorcerers. They've got a third guy who's a spotter who eventually recognizes Yuji because he was also a student.
The narrator's explaining, like, a lot of people are gaining points by newbie hunters. If someone joins in, like, you can catch them. Like, for example, if they're falling from the fucking sky, it's like, that's an easy hit. It's an easy kill.
Sorcery's jet plane here. This is easy pickings for me. Like, how you arrive on that? But
if maybe she started in the sky as well and quickly fucking discovered, because you need to. It's like, oh, okay, I can not die in this situation. I can turn my hair into an aircraft. That's fine.
And meanwhile, Megumi's like, well, I got split from Yuji, but I'm not Yuji. I will kill people to get those points if I have to.
He's also immediately gotten attacked by a woman who's like, boo-hoo, boo-hoo, how could you attack me? He's like, you fucking attacked me. So now you're going to take me to where I want to fucking go. And she's like, will you be my knight? He's like, yeah, whatever. Just fucking do what I'm asking, right? I need to find this. So he gives it the name, basically. Yeah.
Hikarumo through the rafter.
Yes.
But it is so like Yuji is talking to the other fellow, the spotter, and it's just like, oh yeah, I know where he is. It's over here, and they're indicating that different things. It's like, oh, okay, so one of you is lying, one of you is leading it while you're back into a trap.
They go to work
more, gullible. So you kind of think, is it him who's been like that? And this is a friend from his old middle school or something like that. So it's just like,
yeah, it's they get to work quite well. I think it works better on the page. The 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 reveal in the two different locations, because you could
it's basically because you can have the same speech bubble kind of thing, or then diverging speech bubbles. Yeah.
You could take in the two pieces of data at the same time pretty easy on the page.
It's because on like in a comic you can look at two images at the same time because they're literally printed on a page. Whereas this, they has to do like the crossfade of video kind of. Yeah,
they have to like
not quite as good. As
not have the dialogue simultaneously to make sure you can hear both names being said. But they do the split screen pretty well in the build up to the split screen.
It was fine. It was good. It was a good like thing to leave off on, saying, now a bit of no attention to leave off on. That's better.
I sometimes forget, like, it's like, because some of these guys have really crazy, weird powers, and I was like, how the fuck is Yuji like the main guy? And then you see him fight, and it's like, oh Jesus Christ, he's fucking terrifying in a fight. I sometimes forget that because the dude kind of like has him trapped in a corridor at the end of the fight, and he's using his helicopter hair to just try and suck him into the vortex of blades, and he's just like, well, if it's his head, I can just punch the top of his head, and he's like, hand is all bleeding from the thing. He's like, you've broken your hand now, you're ruined. And then he just kicks him in the dick. He's like, I don't fucking break my hand. And it was just like, yeah, and that's him simply ending the fight. It was all the crazy shit getting to that situation.
Like when we've seen him fight, like make it sight down, like he's just a fucking thug. He will just like he's lacing in elbows and headbutts into like and I liked it again because if it wasn't quite like apparent in the copy just how much just kind of come on. As I said, Eddie will say opening action, but he's driving out of the building in episode 1 and fighting all the monsters on the way down. It's like, oh yeah, after the Shibi incident, he's ingested a lot more of Sukuna's powers. That's like causes a marked this like ratchet up of his own abilities. Like, okay, that's a lot more apparent now. So it gave a bit more like kind of grounding for me. And okay, that's why he's suddenly just going through dudes like no one's business, just fucking chopping them down easy. Better dudes.
And then Ganglion, which I have not watched because it was initially refusing to download.
Yes, it was a slippery customer to acquire. I couldn't get
struggle. If you want, we could leave it till next week because it'll take so long to recap.
Yes, we'll leave it to next week. Yeah,
okay, that's good. Yeah.
So that's everything.
Cliffhanger.
Didn't watch anything else. No, I watched the first episode of Let's Go from 1996. Our namesake. Boy, those children are annoying.
That's a mean thing to say about us, Brian. Come on.
I've watched that Fate Strange fake in the background as well. It's absolute trash, but it's very entertaining trash.
That's fine. Yeah, that's okay.
Like there are now vampires in the mix because they're tying this to like it's either like the same company, the same like studio who made the Fate thing. They also had like Tsukihime Lunar Legend, which is like another visual novel had vampires in. So we're working in some of that into here as well. There's like it's going to be all kind of use of that, and it's just kind of fun powers working off each other for the moment like that. It's like it can get JoJo-esque at times, but it's all about the kind of crux of the thing was that it was just going to be like a fake like Holy Grail war. We're going to summon sorcerers back, but in doing so, you've interfered with Earth's magical energy or such that as like Earth's magical energy on the ley lines to think, oh, it's Holy Grail war time. Now it's legitimately like starting with us. So you're going to have I've got like whoever summoned for the fake one plus the 7 more who are summoned in for this like legitimate one. That's just been triggered. So okay, it's just going to get fucking messy now. Boy, I try to keep track of these kind of factions going on, but some of them have been decimated in the early episodes, so they already need to restock on heroes. So, yeah, again, it's trash, but it's very entertaining trash. I think I have watched a few at a time when I go down to it. So yeah, I'll see how that lands at the end of this now. I'm not sure how long it is eventually going to be. This is based off like a spin-off thing. And it's already kind of working in other elements and other spin-offs into its workings as well. It's not something I'm very au fait with to that depth, but I know basically how Fate works. When it's like entertaining spectacle like this, I'm all for it. It doesn't get too mired in it. And I trust the Bacchanor writer to keep things kind of organized enough.
Yeah.
Doesn't get too fun. Say it's fun, not too like drowned in lower organization stuff.
Righty-ho, that'll be it for this week then. We'll be back for more next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Later, Gator.